Hi. One of my favorite features in Defender Statue Nostalgia Practice are the announcer mods. For those of you who don't know, to get the announcer mods, you need the Hunters of Sparta badge from Demon Hunters Must Die. I wanted that badge for a while, and it took some time to get it, but I got it 2 years ago. I was so happy, and I was like, I'm gonna make my first video of me reacting to announcers. That was during 0.7.4, and that was before I became a contributor to DTSMP. So it was me reacting to every announcer, and man, that was a great time.
Flashback.
First impression. Oh, Jesus! Is that the same thing over and over again?
End of flashback.
My second video on the announcers was just showcasing the fail lines. Not every fail line. I know Elitist has like a god ton of fail lines, and I thought that was like really hilarious, so I had like a lot of fun like writing the captions in my own way and all that other things, adding sound effects. That was an 8-hour edit because I had to like reread all these captions, and that was like a great time. I will link those 2 videos down below in the description box. The last video of a announcer showcase was from Gao, however, but that was before the announcers got a rework and before Alzo and Masaku's announcers were added, which were literally enthusiast and dog eventide respectively. So I have decided, for those who don't have the announcer mods, here I am. I'm gonna showcase the announcer mods and describe them in the best way possible. I have wrote notes on how I want this to go, and this is gonna be quite fun. This is the style rank announcer mod in the settings. Balrog to Eventide are voiced by DTS contributors. Croissant, Connoisseur to Kirby voice acting are from outside sources, so you can pick whatever suits your style. Some of these are like really interesting, and then some of them are like funny, and it's really like mixed, and they have different personalities, and it's really fun to do. The order I want to go through is based on my first video about the announcers when I reacted to them for the first time, and I also wrote a like my own description of the announcers. And also I have to use vayr for this because I don't have access to Demon Hunter because I don't have Sweaty Combo Demon Hunter rehearsal. Sadly, I wish I do, but I didn't have enough time to get it. Demon Hunter and vayr does have exclusive lines for each other. The ones that don't, like that stay the same throughout both Demon Hunter and vayr, are obviously balrog and untitled bird creature. I'm not sure about the other ones, but I'll have to find that out later. So in case people are like, why does this line not appear in Demon Hunter, or why does this line not appear in vayr? It's because some of them are voiced exclusively. So there's like a few announcers that specifically mention vayr. I know for sure nurox is like, is that my weapon I see? And Umbra's like, oh, is that vayr you're using? I don't remember the line exactly, but just in case people are like really curious on that. The first one is the default announcer, Balrog, voiced by hakimarcy. This guy basically transported from The Lord of the Rings to Defender Statue. I've actually never watched The Lord of the Rings, or I never read the books before. I had to Google for this, y'all. Behind the fire, the darkness, the shadows, you're gonna hear the words destructive 212 times. That is if you're new to Demon Hunters, been there, felt that, but I had to get used to it. This was before I got the announcer mods. The sound is giving robotic transformers. Before the rework, it was more like demonic. If you guys know what I mean, if you're from 0.7.4, then you know what I mean. The next one on this list is croissant connoisseur. Honestly, it kind of sounds like some guy from Team Fortress. I could be wrong, I don't play Team Fortress, but the actual description is like, after French Revolution, judge your gameplay in a manner of which mistakes will send you to Panera Bread. Whatever that means, I don't know. But
Yes!
soundboard. If you've been in a Discord voice chat a lot, you know damn well what's about to go down. This soundboard probably belongs to Sally. If you got headphones on, I advise you to tone down your volume for this one. Sugarcoat. You need a degree in meme culture to understand this. Don't worry, I didn't understand what it meant either until this update dropped. Kirby voice acting. I don't know, I'll let y'all hear it.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Now we go to the ones voiced by the contributors of DTS and P. The first one on this list is Unorthodox, voiced by Adam's Guy's Kid. Guys, bro does whatever he wants when he's home alone. When you reach the higher ranks, there's gonna be a Joker gremlin laugh somewhere in there. And there's also another voice line in Sadistic that I cannot replicate because I know for sure that my vocal cords will die if I try to do it. And then there's some interesting voice lines. There's one where he plays Tetris, I think that's a Demon Hunter one, and then on vayr, it's eating cereal. ASMR style, no milk. There's one Demon Hunter voice line that's a fail, only in Demon Hunter, and bro reads the entire Green Eggs and Ham book, start to finish. I'm not shitting you guys, it's real. I've heard that line before. If there's other voice lines out there on vayr, especially if you drop a rare kill, be like, oh, don't worry about it. Which is really nice. Like, I need that. I felt mildly slightly uncomfortable hearing that. But anyways.
It just happens. You can move on from it.
Japan culture. Voiced by Kento. I feel like I'm in a DTS anime. Like, if Defenders actually got an anime, thinking about it right now is kind of wild. This announcer would be one of the voice actors. I can imagine him voice acting one of the Defenders. Kento is speaking Japanese. There are also English subtitles so that you guys can understand what he's saying. Also, there's a fail line in there that translates to, "I'll kill you." If I get to that, that's like, oh, okay, I should be scared.
さて真剣になろうかな。
The next one on this list is Boomer Shooter, voiced by the one Nubly. If you played some FPS games before, you would know what would go down. If you heard of double kill, triple kill, or godlike, you get so much nostalgia. I've definitely heard those before when I played like some FPS games on Roblox. I've heard like double kill, triple kill, quadruple kill, and all that stuff. Elitist, voiced by advisorycaptain. This man spends thousands of hours on Devil May Cry to the point where he becomes very damn critical about your combos because Devil May Cry uses a stealth system in battles. If you know, you know. When you reach S and higher rank, you're about to hear Captain slowly descend into his maniac laughter. And once you reach Exodus rank, if you're using Demon Hunter, prepare yourself. Because I have heard Exodus rank before. The first time I've heard Elitist, this was before Elitist got revoiced. I was not gonna lie, and I don't want to sound mean or anything, I was really unsure about the announcer because I was feeling a little uneasy when I heard Elitist for the first time. I really have a first impression as usual. Sorry, I need to repeat that again.
Man, you can't stay dismal forever, you know?
Oh, and then when Elitist got reworked, it was, in my opinion at least, like a bigger movement from the previous Elitist, because in my opinion it felt like Elitist was holding back, and then this one, he is not holding back on this one. It's gonna be so wild on this one. There's just one specific voice line that is one of my favorites from Elitist. It's so funny. I literally say it like once in a while at random times, and I can re-word that. It's like, and I quote, "That combo drop was so severe, my face recently cringed from looking at it. I would rather jump out a window than bear witness to whatever you just did. You should reset your combo now!" Bro got so mad. It's so hilarious. Maybe I might get that in this announcer because Elitist has so many voice lines that are.
Oh, Joe, imagine that. Dynasty. Not bad. Not bad at all. Jackpot.
There's that laugh that I was telling y'all. Untitled bird creature, voiced by xeycrow. You're gonna think that it's gonna be in the style of David Attenborough. If you know, you know. If you watch nature documentaries featuring David Attenborough, you will know that David Attenborough is so iconic. Like, this description really convinced me that it was gonna be David Attenborough because Animal Planet, National Geographic, History Channel host. In reality, it's just a lot of random things xeycrow says that will live in your mind rent free. So the description of this announcer really threw me off, and that's really hilarious and I love it so much. Overall, if you need like a chill announcer, but also funny at the same time to lighten the mood, I would highly recommend Entitled Bird Creature because this is so chill and also funny and very laid back.
$8 for this? I guess. You should be not S. I will not turn into a singular S. Let's see if there's a style from closing it.
Casual, voiced by umbracresuna. Bro will motivate you so much that you will have buckets of sweat, tears, blood, and hopefully not break your keyboard during this one. It's giving aggressive personal trainer that you see in TV shows whenever they're training somebody to get in shape. Seen in movies, probably video games. Also somewhere the announcer, I'm not sure if it's like Demon Hunter or vayr, probably one or two. There's a wheeze laugh. And then they start to hype you up even more. They want to see more from you because they are so hyped. It's also reminding me of that one coach. It's Little Max Trader from Punch Out. I've never played Punch Out before, but you guys know what I mean.
Oh! Fire, huh? Don't let me down. I'm not going casual. No cool, casual. Alright, better. Alright. No! Overflow!
I should have let that rap.
I have felt like this watching you since the TOT run!
Oh, that actually hurts my ears a bit. Literary enthusiast, voiced by Alzo. Bro is giving a lecture on Shakespeare and other English literature. Most likely poetry. You feel like you're in a big university lecture hall or classroom. Very calm, very inspiring, very demure, very professional, very elegant. Until you drop your rank and Alzo has this one voice line that is like, alright, I'm done, and rips papers. I wish I caught that on camera when I did my announcer fail line, but I didn't, unfortunately. I might catch it for this one though.
Prove yourself. Movement is the start of something. The execution law. Actions we made ensures action. Now you are playing. Self-notable. Now rebirth with power as authority.
I wanna get that voice line to see if I could get Alzo whipping the papers.
You know what? I'm done with this. I'm done.
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
Dark Eventide, voiced by Masako. When I first heard this announcer, it was giving Beetlejuice impression. I know it doesn't sound close to Beetlejuice from the musicals or the movies, but I don't know why Beetlejuice came to my head when I heard Eventide. It's as if you were saying, Eventide, Eventide, Eventide 3 times, and something will happen. I don't know what will happen. Maybe like... I'll let you guys decide on what will happen if Eventide's like, say my name 3 times. Competitive is the final one on this list, voiced by nurox. It's giving drill sergeant in the military that you hear in TVs and movies. Very aggressive, very impatient, very demanding, very loud, very constantly screaming in the microphone. R.I.P. nurox's throat. This guy is not playing around. When I first heard competitive, this was way back in 0.7.4, I lost my mind of the line, how are you this bad? And please, for the love of God. I laughed so hard at that because it was something that I did not expect. What the? He is not playing around in this.
That might weapon unseen. Oh, you've done it now. Over your direct combat table, go. Look at how wrong that. Let's got it too. You must be this fucking Hey. Are ya? Yeah. Go ahead, huh? It's a battle of success. Hey, number one. Do it. Took you long enough.
And that's the announcers for this video. Let's give a round of applause to the DTS contributors who did their announcers. Fantastic job. Love them so much. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully I made your days with this video. And I hope there are more announcers added in the future. And jackpot. Jackpot. Okay, I can't even replicate the jackpot voice.